Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the live. All right, let's get it started. Let's get it done. So, this is episode number 62, How to Make Goals Measurable. All right. So, this is episode number 62, How to Make Goals Measurable. I am the real Elisa Applewhite. For those people who are tuning in for the first time, welcome to this live. I'm so excited. Let me get the timer on the clock over here. Boom, 15 minutes on the clock. Let's get it started, right? So we always start with a bunch of questions, and this is the question we get all the time. Why do you go live Monday through Friday? Y'all, it's simple. I go live Monday through Friday because people keep DMing me, texting me, calling me, asking me questions about business, about healthcare staffing, about children, about life, about being a spouse. And I wish I had the time to answer everybody's question in entirety, but I don't. So what I decided to do was to do questions and answers live for 15 minutes, where I answer one question and I give it three takes or 3 points that I think from my point of view how the question should be answered. All right. So keep sending in your questions, y'all. Keep DMing me, keep emailing me, texting me, right? Another question I get all the time: why do they call you CEO 3 times? Well, I am the real Elisa Applewhite, your CEO 3 times, and it's a reason why, right? We have 3 companies, so I try to keep it simple. So they call me CEO 3 times because we have 3 companies, me and my husband. One of the companies is called Top of the Line Healthcare Staffing, where we staff medical professionals in hospitals, nursing homes, and doctors' offices. Then we have TOTLA, Just Hard to Go Inc. That is our nonprofit. That's the baby we're going to grow to amazing lengths this year, right? So that baby helps with rental assistance, mortgage assistance, down payment assistance. It helps with child care assistance. It helps with going back to school. Financial literacy and credit education is also in this nonprofit. So it takes care of the holistic medical professional so they can take care of the holistic patient. We got company number 3, the real Elisa Applewhite Consulting. This is what brought you questions and answers today, right? But we don't only just do questions and answers, right? It brings you all of our social media content. It brings you our podcast, Beyond the Scrubs. This brings you, we educate everyday people on how to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch to government, right? So we help them build it from nothing to helping them get some certain government certifications to be able to do premium business, right? We help healthcare staffing owners to target premium clients. We also help medical professionals to be the best medical professional that they can potentially be, right? So we target medical professionals as well. And then we're going to partner with hospitals and nursing homes to help them to learn how to retain their staff with our software system. All right, so we do a lot with these 3 businesses. So if you hear somebody say, why they call you CEO 3 times, y'all? We have 3 full businesses. All right, so let's keep going. All right, so episode number 62, y'all. 62 lives. I mean, we've been going live 62 whole days. Oh my God. All right, so episode number 16, how to make your goals measurable. And this is pertaining to business for sure. This question is pertaining to business for sure. So when and you could do this in life, but in business, that's the aspect that I'm going to talk about today. I'm not really going to go on about the life side, but for business aspects, so you can grow your business and take it to the next level, right? You want to make your goals measurable. This is something I failed to do for our first year and a half in business, and it would have tremendously helped me to have clarity on what positions need to be changed, what people need to be promoted, demoted, or retained or fired, right? So definitely make sure you have whatever business goals that you have in your company, make sure they are measurable. All right, so one of the tips that I'm going to give to make your goals measurable is KPIs. So key performance indicators, which are also called KPIs, is a great way to make goals measurable. So a prime example is, say if you're running a healthcare staffing company, right? One of the key performance indicators that should be in a healthcare staffing company is hours, right? How many hours are being worked per week, right? So this particular key performance indicators, you should have them created for each position in your job, right? And it should be specified and drafted directly for that position. And your key performance indicators should be things that will optimize that position, right? So when we say optimize, we mean scale. We don't mean scaling. We mean the actual word scale, SCALE, right? You want to pull out, and that's all scale means, is to optimize, or another word is to pull out all of the work that you can to help your business grow as far as revenue and profit out of that particular position. So with the scheduling position in the healthcare staffing company, hours should always be recorded, right? The hours that people are working as far as your medical professionals, and then the hours that your office staff is working, right? Because in a healthcare staffing company, for people who don't know, the hours that the medical professionals are working, that is the hours that brings in your money, right? The hours that your office staff is working, that is the hours that take out of your money, right? So you should have a goal, a target goal, saying, hey, just for prime example, our target goal for our medical professionals need to add up to a minimum of 2,000 hours a week, meaning all of our medical professionals, when they work in that whole 7-day period, all of their hours need to add up to 2,000 a week, right? And you could get really, really fancy with this, and you can do key performance indicators that's daily, and you can say, all right, so for this 24-hour period, I want our medical professionals to work 80 hours. Oh, that's horrible. That just sounds horrible, right? Let's be big, right? I want our medical professionals to work 200 hours in 24 hours, right? So between all of the medical professionals we have, they need to work a total of $200 in this 200 hours in this 24-hour period in order for us to reach our target and to reach our revenue, right? So your key performance indicators should be created based on the revenue that you want to create in your business for whatever product that you're selling, right? So you want to definitely work this backwards. You come up with the target, right? So say if my target revenue for that year, and all the target revenue is saying is, hey, this is what I want to make, right? So I want to make 26 million for this year. How do I break that down to make that per month? How do I break that down to make that per week? How do I break that down to make that per day? How do I break that down to make that per hour? How do I break that down to make that per minute? Right? And those are for like people who really want to know their numbers and control their numbers. You break it down per minute, right? So say if you like, at least I'm just not interested in that part. I just want to know how much I need to make per day in order to reach my target, or how much I need to make per week to reach my target. Like, how do I create these key performance indicators to reach my target? So I explained it to you. Come up with your target number. So is it 5 million you want to make in a year? Is it 26 million you want to make in a year? Is it 100 million per year? And you want to break that down you break it down in 12 months. You divide that by, you divide that number by 12. Then you divide that, you could divide that number by 12. You can also divide that number by 52 because it's 52 weeks in a year, right? And you break it down per hour. How many hours is in a day? In order to make your goals measurable, right? But be very specific when you are doing your key performance indicators, because it helps you to stay on the journey. All right, so we talked enough on that one. So how to make goals measurable. I think I said all KPIs in this one. Yeah. All right, so how to make goals measurable, because KPIs are the way to go. KPIs need targets, right? And I just talked about that. So you need your target. Is it going to be I want to make 26 million this year. I want to make 100 million this year. And then you break your target down, right? So for those out there who know how much money you potentially want to generate, right? And it could be any number. It doesn't have to be a lie. It doesn't have to be over exaggerated. We can literally make the money that we want if we see how to make it, right? So pick your target. What is your target? My target is to make $5 million in 1 year. So if my target is to make $5 million in 1 year and I break that down to 24 hours, that means that our medical professional, we got to have, let's say, our medical professionals all combined it to work 50 hours a day, right? I'm just using numbers, y'all. I'm not saying this is correct. I didn't pull out a calculator. I'm just saying, right? You got to break it down to make it fit for you. Now, y'all know I want to pull out a calculator because I am a calculated person. Let's see if we got a little bit of time for the calculator. All right. So we're going to use realistic numbers. We want to make 5 million a year, right? We're going to divide that by 12 months. So each month I need to make $416,000, just roughly, right? So there are 4 weeks in a month, or you could divide that $5 million by 52 weeks. So that is the way I would definitely do it. I would break it down by weeks, but you want to know how much you want to make a month. So you want to make 416,000 a month. So I'm going to divide that 5 million also by 52 weeks. That means I got to make $96,000 a week, right? So in 1 week, right, there's 24 hours a day. So 24 times 7, there's 168 hours in a week, right? So if I know that I got to make 96,000 roughly in 1 week, and I break that down, I divide that by 168 hours, right? That means each hour I need to make $571, period. So in order to make $5 million a day, every hour I need to make $571, right? Now, say you want to divide that by 60 minutes, right? Because there's 60 minutes in a day. So each hour, each minute, I need to make $9.52. So that's how precise you have to be, specific that you have to be when you're doing your KPIs, because it helps you to learn, all right, how can I get $571 in a day? I mean, an hour. How can I get $571 an hour? That lets you know how many hours that you need to schedule your nurse from, right? And you got to remember, even though you're scheduling your nurse and you're calculating the hours, you got to see what percentage you're paying that medical professional, and you got to deduct that to make sure that you're actually reaching your profit or revenue of $571. So you can say, this is my target revenue, but this is my target profit. As specific as you get, the more you are likely to reach your goals, the more likely you'll make your goals measurable. So when you give these goals to that person in that position and they don't reach this, like they have not scheduled 30 hours a week, and that position is like, all right, so we did your KPIs for this week. You didn't reach your goal. We're going to reassess you in the next 30 days. We did your KPIs for this month. You didn't reach your goal. We're going to reassess you for the next 30 days. You did your KPIs, you didn't reach your goal. Apparently, this is not a match for you. This is a time when you either demote or fire that person. So the person that you have in that position is reaching their daily KPIs. And there's other trainings that goes along with it to help them to reach their daily KPIs and how to make the goals measurable. All right, so the third thing is KPIs need outcomes and goals. And that's what I just had said, y'all. If you give it an outcome, so if you reach a KPI, this is what we get, reward your staff. Definitely. We'll do like a quarter party. You get a quarter bonus or whatever the case is, right? These are our goals. We want to make sure that we're staffing 2,000 hours a week. And that can be in one facility. That can be in 2 facilities. That can be, I want 2,000 hours a week in each facility, right? You got to be very specific when it comes to KPIs because you want your goals to be measurable. All right, so let's go over all of it. 62, how to make goals measurable. And the first thing I said is key performance indicators, which is also known as KPIs. Key KPIs need targets, so make sure you give it a target, how much you want to make in revenue, how much you want to make in profit. And KPIs need outcomes and goals. So the outcome would be they worked 2,000 hours in this particular facility this week. We reached our goal, and let's celebrate. All right, so that is episode number 62 for you. I want to make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at The Real Elisa Applewhite. Again, that is The Real Elisa Applewhite. Go like my YouTube. Thank you for the people that out there liking it. I appreciate it. I've seen some comments that people send me. Awesome. I love y'all too. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Like my Facebook page. Go like it now. Like now. Like when you're listening to it now. Go like the Facebook page. Definitely. Y'all, but go like my YouTube channel. We trying to grow it. We ain't trying. We are going to grow it. So let's get that part right there. As I always tell y'all, right? I absolutely love y'all. And I'm so glad that you chose to be with me today for this live. And I really hope that this information that you're learning is teaching you and taking your business to the next level. We have 62 lives out there, y'all, that you can catch on our YouTube channel. Definitely. And I know for a fact that with just a couple of these episodes that you watch, you can build your own healthcare staffing agency. But you got to pick them and you got to watch them. So there you go, y'all. Definitely. If you need any help, reach out to us. We do have a template of KPIs that we give to healthcare staffing companies. Of course, it comes with a cost. So don't expect it to be free, y'all. We created this, right? And we're a 7-figure company, so we want to take you to 7 figures as well. But you have to pay for that particular template. That one is in depth, right? And you need training. So definitely. Remember, I absolutely love you. I absolutely adore you. I'm so glad that you chose to be here with me today. You could have chose to be anywhere today, but you're here. And I want to say that God loves you and adore you in a way that I can never, ever explain or never, ever imagine or fathom in my mind. So I want you to stay blessed, y'all. And I will definitely, let's see, Kia. Hey, Kia, thank you. Kia's here every day, y'all. I appreciate her consistency. I'm telling you, business is going to go to the next level. So I appreciate it. God loves you so much more, y'all. Please. I cannot say this enough. Go form a relationship with your maker. It will make your life so much clearer and you'll understand so much more if you build that private relationship with your maker, with our God. All right. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Healthcare is affected by everything, right? You could be walking and have a stroke or have a heart attack. Now you are in the healthcare system, right? You can just all of a sudden start having mental issues and now you're in the healthcare system, right? You could be minding your business and somebody can come in and shoot you or hit your car or something like that. And now you are in the healthcare arena. And this is why healthcare is so important to me, because to me it matters who's at the bedside, right? So I always say to people, it doesn't matter to me that I have a nurse that say, hey, I'm a nurse or I'm a CNA, and they show up at the building, right? That doesn't show me their integrity. Their integrity, their accountability, their professionalism, it shows when the door is closed. That is how you know how true a person is to their mission of being a healthcare professional, right? It's how they treat the patients with the doors closed. And my goal is to help to educate healthcare staffing owners and also medical professionals and again hospitals on how to help medical professionals get back to that mindset of how to treat people when the door is closed.